What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. We're focusing on the Philadelphia Flyers sending Braydon Coburn down to Tampa in exchange for a first-round pick, a third-round pick, and our Radko Gudas. Gudas is up for the season, but I think he's still a good acquisition for Philly. Um, good 24-year-old defenseman. Kind of a tough guy. It gives you a good presence on the back end. The draft picks be beneficial to their rebuild in Philly, and then you look at the um, what Tampa gave up in the form of those that player and those picks. It's a lot for Coburn, but they had to address that blue line. And you look at it, I mentioned the Brett Connolly piece. Eisman loves wheeling and dealing. Move a player, get some picks back, move those picks, and get a player addressed on the roster. And I think having a guy that can do things like that is pretty cool as a general manager. And I think looking at it from Eisman's perspective is you got these assets, you got a phenomenal group of players on your team now. You got a great group of talent, in terms of prospects in your organization. Might as well go out and try to land, a player that addresses your biggest weakness. Because I said, the Blue Line's been holding them hostage all along. If they can address it, they're definitely a contender in the Eastern Conference. And they're a big team. They got him, they got Coburn now, they got Victor Hedman, Ben Bishop between the pipes. Some pretty tall guys, on the back end. So pretty tough to maneuver with the puck. But you look at it from what Coburn brings to the table. I think one thing that hurt Coburn in the eyes of Flyers fans, and I think around the game of hockey, is he had 36 points in his first full year in the league in Philly in 2007, 2008, and it really kind of regressed from there. But my thing with Coburn is, he's a reliable guy, steady hands. He's had some kind of up and down seasons over the years, but he's played on a team that won the Stanley Cup final. He can clear the front of the net, do all those things. Gives you good, tenacious presence back there. And I think, all in all, is a good acquisition for the Lightning. Um, 1 year left on his contract, not exactly a rental player. It was a good move. You don't want to go out and give up all those things for, a guy that's going to walk away in July. And, I think Heisman's got the wherewithal to, you know, make the moves you got to make to keep him, and with the salary cap and everything. What I'm intrigued by is Coburn's former teammate in Philly, Matt Carl. When he comes back, where's Coburn going to slide in? I think that's a good problem to have for Tampa because you got all that depth. And I think that's a reason why Connolly became expendable at forward, is because you can move him, get the picks, go out and address the back end. And, again, that's just keeping the cupboard stocked is a smart thing. And Steve Eisman does it better than anyone else. Kind of like the way he played the game. He's just phenomenal at what he does. And I think Coburn will definitely help, Tampa down the stretch, and hopefully for fans down there in the Bay Area, they'll have a good playoff run. Because I may move back to Boston, but a big part of my heart will always be down there. Where I spent 4 amazing years with some of the best fans in hockey, and to see them getting out of this, that can really help them down the stretch and in the playoffs is huge. So, well, I will see what happens again. Really like it for Tampa. Did they give up a lot? Sure, but you had to address the defense core. And for Philly, you get pieces to help you in the rebuild. What more can you want? Anyway, that's our episode of the Power Play with CJ on the Tampa Bay Lightning landing Braydon Coburn. 60 more episode to the season and beyond. Later, guys.